His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister for External Affairs, Government of India, His Excellency Dr. A.K. Abdul Momin, Honorable Foreign Minister, Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. Simon Wong, High Commissioner of Singapore to India, His Excellency Mr. Ung Sim, Ambassador of Cambodia to India, my colleague Sri Chandramohan Patwari, Sri MP Besborua, Member Governing Council ASEAN Confluence, Saibasasi Datta, Executive Director ASEAN Confluence, His Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners from Bangladesh and ASEAN countries, representing officers from Ministry of External Affairs, government officials, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be present amidst this august gathering at the Nodi Conclave here today. I congratulate the organizer, ASEAN Confluence, for this remarkable initiative that brings together policymakers, scientists, international organizations, civil society, trade bodies, and academia to brainstorm on the common challenges to foster regional cooperation for sustainable development. I also take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Sri Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister for External Affairs, Government of India. Sir, we are always blessed by your cooperation, and I am extremely lucky and fortunate for the kind of help, kind of assistance you are always offering to State of Assam. A warm welcome to you. I also welcome Honorable Foreign Affairs Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. A.K. Abdul Momin, His Excellency High Commissioner of Singapore to India, Mr. Simon Wong, His Excellency Ambassador of Cambodia to India, Mr. Ung Sim, and other dignitaries to our beautiful state. This conference is also about our shared civilization, culture, and historic linkage. India has always shared ancient civilizational linkage with the countries in the region of East and Southeast Asia. Yet we feel proud to state that the strongest of this link have passed through Assam and Northeast. Our state, along with the other northeastern states, not only provide the only land link between the India and ASEAN bloc of countries, but has also been the civilizational and cultural bridge connecting Southeast Asia with South Asia. There are immense historical, cultural, and social economic ties between northeastern part of India and Southeast Asian nation. The great King Saulung Sukapha, who set up the foundation of the great Ahom Empire, came from Yunnan. He traveled through Thailand and Myanmar before crossing over the Patka Hills to present-day Assam. The Ahom kingdom founded by him not only united all communities and tribes of Assam, but also synthesized the rich Thai and Aryan culture to create what we know as Assamese society today. Therefore, we can find variants of Assamese Japi and the Assamese Horai all across Southeast Asia. Even our Bihu dance, which we have witnessed yesterday, has its imprints in the San and other Thai communities living in and around Burma, Thailand, and Laos. The common physical feature, similarities in art forms, social structure, eating habits, weaving designs, and cultural practice put the Northeast region in a favorable position with Southeast Asian nation. You will be delighted to know that Northeast India was on the southwestern track of the ancient Silk Route, through which there were trade connection between the ancient Kamrup, as Assam we known then, and southwest China and India. This was in existence in the 2nd century BC. The road which connect India with China, Tibet and Burma or present-day Myanmar was through Assam. The traders trade on items like silk, pearls, cowries, mugs, cotton fabrics, China ware, lead, copper, silver, etc. From Chinese traveler Yuan Shang's record in the 7th century, it can be learned that southwest border of China were distance of less than 2 months journey from Kamrup. This was possible because of the porous boundary of Assam. Long-distance caravans by some enterprising merchants and movement of Buddhist pilgrims along this road was also popular. Assam was considered as the eastern gateway for the passage of people, goods and ideas, and these happened between India, Burma and China. Bhaskar Burma, who was the greatest ruler of ancient Kamrup, encouraged Sino-Indian cooperation in commerce and culture. The Tabaki Nasiri in the 13th century mentioned about 35 mountain roads between Kamrup and Tibet. The report of Kiatan mentioned that a trade road existed from Vietnam to Kamrup. According to Tavernier, a 17th century French traveler, La was exported. Shellac was exported to China and Japan with cinnamon, and bay leaf were brought into Assam from China. In case of Assam, another very popular trade route was the Patkai Road, which sailed from Jaipur in Upper Assam and reached up to Irrawaddy in Myanmar. According to renowned historian Dr. H.K. Borpujari, the Missimis carried on barter trade with Kachin and the Chinese through this road. Assam was at the forefront of international trade prior to 1947 with roads, railways, riverine transport networks connecting us to the ports in the Bay of Bengal and Myanmar. The Dibrugarh-Chattogram Rail Connect was one of the earliest projects implemented by the British in India in late 19th century. But partition of India cut off Assam and the rest of northeastern state from our neighbors and link us to other parts of the country by only a narrow corridor. These 70 years after independence witnessed the closure of many natural transportational roads and limited market access. But since 2014, under the dynamic and visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, the northeastern region has witnessed rapid transformation. Honorable Modi ji, whose aim is to act and act fast for India's northeast, gives new hope, energy and force to our people to give a paradigm shift to develop in terms of connectivity, infrastructure, economy and other sectors. I must mention that our Honorable Prime Minister has taken the central government to the doorstep of the Northeast India with numbers of development projects. Honorable Modi ji has termed the Northeast India as the new engine of growth. We shared a strong vision of Honorable Prime Minister that the region is the sunrise area of Indian economy. The Northeast is not just a part of developing nation called India. It is in the middle of the fastest emerging nations of Southeast Asia and has the potential to become the link for the emergence of trade and commerce with this nation. Our government therefore is working to position Assam as the gateway and the expressway to ASEAN and other Southeast Asian countries. We are working hard to make Assam the industrial hub from which we can service not only the region, but also we can cater various requirements for the BBN Asian countries, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Nepal. We understand to realize this avowed goal, there is a need to leverage the unique locational advantage of Assam and the rest of Northeast. So far as Southeast Asia is concerned, we have no less than 5,300 kilometers of international borders with a host of countries like Myanmar, China, Bhutan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. The Northeast is truly India's gateway to Southeast Asia, and I believe the emerging connectivity with the ASEAN nation will play a defining role in enhancing our shared prosperity. As this conclave is being organized aiming at boosting sub-regional cooperation in the Bay of Bengal region and with Southeast Asia, I would like to underscore some of the vital areas of Assam economy where we can collaborate for shared growth and prosperity. Assam is the largest economy in the Northeast region, and due to our proximity with the rest of India and availability of quality infrastructure, we offer best opportunity and environment for industrial growth. However, agriculture still accounts for more than a third of our state economy. The state produces significant quantity of food grain, fruits, and spices like ginger and turmeric. Our farmers have exported red bow rice grain, mango, jackfruits, vegetable, lemon, ginger, chili, etc. to UK, European Union, and other countries. We are promoting natural farming, which is based on production of natural cow-based fertilizer and pesticides. This approach is climate-friendly and highly sustainable as it eliminates the requirement of chemical fertilizer. In line with the UN resolution of UN General Assembly, our government is committed to observe 2023 as the International Year of Millet in true letter and spirit. Accordingly, the state has taken up a number of initiatives, including Assam Millet Mission. This mission will be taken up in cluster and value chain approach, addressing not only the production gaps, but also post-harvest value addition and nutrition-related aspect. Another important contributor to the economy of the state is forest. There are a large variety of forest type from the evergreen rainforest to riparian forest and freshwater mangroves. The state has 312 notified reserve forests, 5 national parks, and 20 wildlife sanctuaries. The forest cover, including trees outside the forest, in Assam is more than 37% of the total geographical area of the state. Assam, that falls in the eastern Himalayan biodiversity region, is one of the biodiversity hotspots in the country. We have 293 orchid species, which is 1/4 of the country's orchid diversity, 42 species of bamboos, 14 species of can, beside multitude of aquatic and forest flora. There are 165 species of endemic flora of Assam, and 284 species of plants are critically endangered. Assam's biggest contribution to the world is tea. Assam produces some of the finest and most expensive teas in the world. The petroleum industry in India started at Digboi in Assam, and we have 4 refineries and significant petroleum as well as natural gas reserves. Assam today is home to a well-established petrochemicals industry. The industry today could be used to produce green plastic that are in huge demand in developed markets. The Singaporean ambassador has already shown interest in exploring the possibility of a technological collaboration to examine the possibility of collaboration in this regard. In the recent past, tourism has come up as a potential economic sector. Our state is bestowed with rich cultural and natural heritage. It is home to many diverse ethnic communities offering varied and rich tourism experience. Assam is home to some of the rarest wildlife species in the world, along with rich flora and fauna, which offer immense scope for wildlife tourism. There is a huge investment potential in developing tourism accommodation infrastructure near our national parks and wildlife sanctuary. The last green tree gardens that number around 850 beautiful heritage bungalows, 21 golf courses mostly located in the tea gardens also offer remarkable experience for tourists. Our government has decided to give a boost to tea tourism, and we have already taken steps to enhance the infrastructure facilities in these tea gardens. There is a huge potential for investors in developing existing golf courses of Assam. River tourism in Assam opens the avenue for other platforms of tourism circuit like pilgrimage, rural, wildlife, adventure, historical, cultural, tea, etc. The Brahmaputra has an immense potential to cover the circuit right from the gateway to northeast Guwahati. The Brahmaputra river can be highly associated with river tourism activities. Many tourism waterway circuits can be developed on this river to give the tourists not only the thrill of a cruise across one of the most powerful rivers of the world, but also experience the diverse experience of Assam has to offer. Our government vision is to develop Assam as a river cruise hub of Asia. In the recent visit by a team of World Bank, they have recommended Assam as an ideal destination for adventure tourism. Assam tourism has more than 100 functional properties. We are constantly improving our infrastructure. Apart from the traditional strength, recently we have diversified our attention to certain new areas. Our government has initiated a unique step to augment the medical sector in the state. We have joined hands with Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, for the Assam Advanced Healthcare Innovative Institute to give a major fillip to transforming the healthcare scenario of the state. This collaboration is the first of its kind between an academic institute and state government for a research and innovation center. We have collaborated to establish a world-class connected multi-speciality hospital at IIT Guwahati campus, which will be an advanced healthcare innovation institute. This RIC is proposed to inculcate cutting-edge research in the diverse areas of healthcare and technology, which will include cardiac, renal, neonatal pediatric sciences, transplantation, epidemiology, antibiotic resistance, and infection control. The major force of research at this institute will be in the areas of therapeutic, diagnostic, prosthesis, implantation, robotic surgery, stimulation lab, bioinformatics, molecular biology, regenerative medicine, stem cell, public health, and data analysis, among others. This initiative will also create a single umbrella under which physicians, scientists, engineers, design personnel, and regulators will work together to invent and innovate technologies and cater the divergent needs of the people. Recently, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has inaugurated a distributed cancer care network in Assam, which we have started in collaboration with Tata Trust. In a move to upgrade technical institute covering all aspects of curriculum, training and equipment in consonance with the latest industry needs, our government has signed a memorandum of agreement with Tata Technologies Limited. Under this agreement, 34 polytechnic colleges and 43 industrial training institutes will be transformed into center of excellence to train and empower the youth in tune with the industry requirement. This endeavor aims at providing opportunity to 20,000 students every year to learn new technologies related to the fourth industrial revolution or Industry 4.0, which paved the way for rapid changes to technology, industry, and process in the 21st century. In view of the explosion of digital technology, our technical institutes should be empowered to start course of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and industrial Internet of Things, smart manufacture and automation, 3D printing, electric vehicle, battery technology, etc. To strengthen industry-aligned and flexible skill education training system in the state, we have taken up for setting up the Northeast India's first skill university with funding from Asian Development Bank. This university is a major step towards reshaping all vocational skill efforts in the state by providing quality technical and vocational education and training. Moreover, in collaboration with the Institute of Technical Education, ITES Singapore, we have set up Northeast Skill Center at Guwahati to provide skill training at par with international center in the sector of retail, hospitality, and beauty and wellness. First batches at the institute started from 5th August 2019. I welcome the offer of High Commissioner of Singapore to strengthen our collaborative effort to the next level. Our government is also carrying out promotional activities such as training, skill gap, and infrastructure study, assessment tests for job aspirants in the state. We also envision creating a master database of all trained skilled workforce from all developments implementing skill training in the state, which will be available in one portal. Thanks to the blessings of Honorable Prime Minister and our External Affairs Minister, Sri Dr. S. Jaishankar, today the state of Assam amongst the top 3 states in the country in terms of attracting funding for externally aided projects. Significant investment by funding agencies in Assam is also a testimony to the immense potential that the state of Assam holds. Externally aided projects that aims to develop inland waterways, enhance road connectivity, and bring about institutional reforms in the state are paving the way for countries across Southeast Asia to invest in Assam, and the time is now. Considering the adverse environmental impact of fossil fuels, we are focusing towards renewable source of energy. Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi at United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow has also underlined India's commitment of clean and green energy. So far as renewable energy investment and deployment opportunities are concerned, Assam has embarked on a journey with an aim to transit from meeting its energy requirement from conventional source of energy to clean energy in next 5 years. This open up a new area of collaboration and investment opportunities between Assam and ASEAN countries. We are working to explore the potential of bamboo-based energy, which is also seen as a great source of biomass energy. Generation of power using municipal solid waste is another area that is also we are implementing with great enthusiasm. The construction of 4 bridges over river Brahmaputra in Guwahati will give a major boost to our connectivity, which is connectivity in Guwahati city, which is the gateway of the Northeast. As a result, we are expanding the city of Guwahati across the northern bank of Brahmaputra now. The new Guwahati projects will provide an opportunity to invest in building world-class infrastructure in the state. I'd like to once again thanks High Commissioner of Singapore for offering the cooperation of Singapore in preparing a master plan for Guwahati city. I'll immediately will be in touch with you, Excellency. Just like many other parts of the world, civilization in Assam also flourishing along rivers. Assam is nurtured by one of the greatest rivers of the world, Brahmaputra. The Barak is the other important river. Both rivers, along with their many tributaries, have a huge potential for river transport, tourism, and industry. Today, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, the waterway sector of Assam finds a new impetus. To harness the potential of vast network of our river, the Government of India and the Bangladesh government have signed the port use agreement and use of cross-border inland waterways and across of the Chottogam and Mongla ports to the northeast India. We are immensely grateful to the government of Bangladesh and our beloved Prime Minister of Bangladesh for this protocol. We would also like to record our deep gratitude to the people of Bangladesh, because without their help, we would not have able to fight the militants in Assam. And I think that was the turning point in our history. Only recently, cargo vessel carrying the first consignment of food grains and steel from Patna and Haldia sailing through Indo-Bangladesh Protocol Road over river Ganga and Brahmaputra arrived at Pandu port in Guwahati. This was historic and the beginning of a new journey in the economic growth of the entire northeastern region. Recognizing the significance of river for connectivity and prosperity, the Government of India declared 20 rivers as national waterways in the northeast, and 15 of these 20 national waterways are in the state of Assam. Under the guidance of our Prime Minister, these waterways are now being developed by the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways through Inland Waterways Authority of India for domestic and EXIM trade that will provide a boost to growth of trade and commerce in the region. For increasing trade in the region, Government of India has also initiated the construction of multimodal logistic park at Jogighopa. Another multimodal logistic park is proposed at Silchar. Supplementing the central government initiative, our government is also taking steps to harness the extensive navigable waterways of the state. We have taken initiative in the inland water transportation sector in large scale for infrastructure and institutional development to revitalize the trade route to boost the economy. Proper and judicious harnessing of this water resource to the optimum will surely contribute to our mutual growth. I therefore solicit your support and cooperation in realizing this potential as well. However, at the same time, I must mention that flood and erosion is a major challenge that the state is facing for the last 7 decades. The severity of flood and erosion problem in the Brahmaputra and Barak Valley is actually increased by excessive silt flowing with water in the tributaries of these two rivers. We need to address the problem in holistic manner. We solicit your technological guidance and support in addressing the flood and erosion problems of the state. We are aware that due to the active policy of the government of India, to the India's engagement with ASEAN countries and our other neighboring countries like Bangladesh and Bhutan has increased manifold. The Nadi conclave gives us a remarkable opportunity to articulate a collective vision for our shared prosperity. I am sure that the deliberation at this conclave will promote coordination for revitalizing our river and connectivity to facilitate faster economic growth in the region. With these few words and thanking you all for once again visiting Assam, I conclude my speech. Thank you. Jai Hind.